Hey guys, what's good? Hope everybody's doing well, and I wanted to make a quick video about a watch that I've had for a little while and is about to be traded for something else. You know, that's the watch life. Things come and things go, but yeah, it's a really nice watch and one that I think deserves your consideration. It's a Breitling Colt, and this is the Colt Chronomat 41. In fact, the last version of the Colt before they discontinued this venerable line. And they've kind of replaced their entry-level automatic watch with a watch called the Avenger. Comes in a bunch of different sizes, but that entry-level space used to be occupied by this, the Colt. And as so happens, like in so many things, whether it's cars or watches, it's like the last one, the last version is the best version. And so this is the Colt 41, which means it's 41 millimeters in diameter. It's got 20 millimeter lugs. Just a really great size and a beautiful watch. Two different dial options. This is that beautiful anthracite dial, and you can see it has that beautiful sunray effect to it, and also had a more silvery dial. I've already got the time set, and then you can see it has the date function. It's got a chronometer spec, movement, just an ETA variant with 40 hours power reserve. And it's a watch I like a lot, and it's a watch that maybe under different circumstances I would keep in my collection. But, you know, this was always one of those watches that was a kind of like it was acquired with a bunch of smaller watches with the intention of it being trade bait, and I got a trading partner. I got a watch that I want a little bit more, and so it's going to be moving on. But I wanted to show it to y'all before I went. Look at the you know, Breitling does such a great job. You can see it right there with their anti-reflective coating. I mean, in certain angles, I mean, that dial is just beautiful. Look at the three-dimensional nature of it. Let me put this thing on my wrist, and I'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. You know, before I put it on my wrist, let me show you the bracelet that it comes with. You know, Breitling makes really intricate, really well-made bracelets, and this is certainly no exception. You know, it's got a stamped style clasp, but a very high quality one. And there's a couple of little micro adjust spots where you can move it. There's no hands-free, or there's no toolless micro adjust, but it's just really well made, really well thought out. Kind of complicated to size, but I mean, that's the bracelet. You can see that the solid end links there fit really flush. Anyway, let's get this thing on my wrist. Today I have a really interesting watch. It's just all black, isn't it? And so that's exactly the point of this watch. This is a watch by a German brand called KHS. They make military tactical style watches. Be on the lookout for a video of this one, maybe, if there's any interest. Anyway, let's get this Breitling Colt 41 on the wrist. You know, really disappointed that Breitling discontinued this line, you know, because I think it makes for a really compelling entry level into the world of Breitling. You know, Breitling's going in a new direction. They're certainly trying to get more upmarket, and I understand that. I can certainly see why. You know, they make a great watch and they deserve all the flowers they get. But, you know, the Colt has always been, I think, a great starter watch, a great starter Breitling. And, you know, for years it came in a quartz movement. And then, you know, it was a nice way to dip your toe into the world of automatic watches. I remember years ago, a good friend of mine had a Breitling Colt chronograph. It had that iconic yellow Breitling dial with the black subdials, and I always remember that watch fondly. I always remember my friend fondly, God rest him, and yeah, and so, you know, Breitling has always held a special place in my heart, and, you know, I love the Colt. I think it's such a great watch. I think this Colt 41 is specifically a really good watch. I mean, the build quality is amazing. The bezel action, really good. I mean, just really high quality. You can see those iconic rider tabs all around. You know, if I could give this watch maybe probably the biggest compliment I could give this simple Colt 41 automatic is that this is the most Rolex Breitling that you can buy, and it's unfortunate that it's been discontinued. But you know, it really has kind of like a Rolex vibe to it. You know, the steel quality is a little bit different. You know, the fact that it has a bezel makes it a little bit different. But it's one of those watches where you can kind of see a lot of Rolex in it, whether that's the markers or just kind of the build quality of the watch. I think that's a compliment. I really do. You know, the bezel specifically is excellent. You know, it's a captive bezel, so there's screws in there, and it just turns perfectly. Beautiful watch. Before I forget, here's your lume shot. Beautiful lume, as always, with Breitling. So yeah, just a great watch all around. One that I've had briefly, that I will miss a lot, but I know it's not my last Breitling for sure. You know, I love the brand. As I told you earlier in this video, it holds a special place in my heart. And like I said, not my last Breitling, but one that I've enjoyed briefly. But it's moving on to a loving home in exchange for something else interesting. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for logging on, and look forward to making some more content for y'all real soon, okay? Take care, guys.